Dwayne Wade is a cheater and a big liar? Let's find out in today's video NBA players that have cheated on hot celebrities. It's true that the NBA is home to some of the best athletes in the entire world, individuals who have incredible skills and the physical and mental fortitude to play their desired sport at the highest possible level. When you take away all of that talent and money though, you will find that professional athletes are regular people just like everyone else, which means that they too will do things that are wrong and that they generally regret. People are attracted to other people, it's simply nature, and when you find someone who you are attracted to and care for, you will start a life with them. The problem though is that people are not only attracted to one person, which is why so many marriages and relationships end with one party cheating on the other, and in the sports world it's hard for an athlete to remain faithful, especially with all the time they stay away from home, which is why quite a few athletes have cheated on their significant others. Nowhere does cheating seem more prevalent than in the NBA, although it is just an intro. I am in no way supporting cheating on your girlfriend or boyfriend, but hey, let's move towards today's list where we're counting down some NBA players who have cheated on hot celebrities. Starting our list at number 7 is Steve Nash. In every sport, there are a few great players who manage to have very long careers, but they have no championship ring to show for it, and former point guard Steve Nash is one of those players. For the time being, Nash is the best basketball player to ever come out of Canada, and is the only Canadian to be named NBA MVP more than once. But the thing is, just because he comes from Canada does not mean that he is immune from cheating. Yes, I'll make the stereotypical Canadian joke. Apparently, Nash and his now ex-wife have been separated for months prior to the birth of their child in 2010, with the apparent reason being that Nash had been caught having an affair with a 22-year-old woman. Although there had been many rumors, including a rumor that the child born in 2010 was actually the offspring of Nash's ex and former teammate Leandro Barbosa. Next up at number 6, Paul George. I'm sorry, I might offend you, but Paul George is an absolute idiot. Yes, everyone on this list is guilty of cheating on their significant other, but Paul George did so in such an idiotic way. Not to mention the fact that he cheated on Kaylee Rivers, who is not only one of the hottest NBA girlfriends in our personal opinion, but also the daughter of Doc Rivers. In addition to being a smoking hot bombshell, Callie actually appears to be a respectable, down-to-earth woman. The girl George cheated on her with, however, was a Miami-based stripper and model. I mean, why would anyone do that? Just look at Callie, she's so gorgeous. To top it off, George allegedly offered the woman $1 million to have an abortion, but she refused. That isn't George's only involvement in a cheating scandal. He was also allegedly caught sleeping with former teammate Roy Hibbert's wife. Even listening to it feels super bad. Like, Paul George, you're not a great guy, I'm sorry. At number 5, Lamar Odom. As terrible as it is to admit, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is still a hugely popular show, and at one point in time, the show featured former NBA player Lamar Odom, who was legally married to Khloe Kardashian for almost 7 years. Odom managed to win back-to-back championships with the Lakers in 09 and 10, which was a good way to celebrate the couple's first 2 years together. But the relationship was anything but fun, because he was dating her at the same time of his personal struggles, his affairs, and his drug use were out in the open and a topic of conversation in both sports and celebrity media. During her marriage to Lamar Odom, she remained patient through multiple cheating scandals, drug addiction, and an infamous visit to a brothel that ended with Odom hospitalized and in very serious condition. The most fun part is that Khloe hired a private investigator to know what his husband is up to. Like, wow. Whatever the situation was for Lamar, he really did a huge mistake. Like memes apart, Khloe is a beautiful woman.
Well, she was just being a wife, supportive of everything I was doing. She's gonna hold me down no matter what. Incredible woman.
At number 4, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's biggest assets on the court are his ability to defend and stay hidden on offense, allowing him to find the open shot in the corner to hit wide open three-point shots. Unfortunately, his biggest weaknesses off the court are also his ability to defend and stay hidden. That's because one of his recent affairs became public knowledge, and what I'm about to tell you might make you pretty triggered. We all know who Hannah Stocking is, and is at the very least an 11 out of 10. She's pretty hot. But my man Klay didn't think the way we all do, and Hannah actually walked in on him, quote, naked in bed with a groupie. Or at least that's what she tweeted back in 2015. Stalking followed that tweet up with another, quote, "I told him I'd at him if he kept harassing me, so I guess he really wanted that tag to get his number up." Clay's life seems fine at the moment, but whatever, it is safe to say that maybe Clay is dumb because cheating on Hannah Stocking? Like, Hannah Stocking? Man, why? It's pretty hard to imagine doing that. At number 3, Nick Young. Many of us know about the controversy of Nick Young, and it's easy to get lost wondering what the world would be like if the Lakers didn't draft D'Angelo Russell. Would he have been selected 3rd overall by the Philadelphia 76ers? Would that have fast-tracked the process? Would Nick Young still be engaged to Iggy Azalea? Those are the questions we still struggle with every day, and thanks to Russell, we'll never have the answer. Many of you have heard about Nick Young's relationship with rap pop whatever star Iggy Azalea, which came to an end. The story behind it is that former Lakers player was discussing the woman he had cheated on with her while Russell was filming it for Snapchat. Shame on Young for cheating, but you can't help but fault Russell for breaking the #1 rule of the bro code. I mean, Nick is super wrong for doing that, just like look at Iggy, she looks so amazing. But on the other hand, really Russell?
I've been asked that question 110 times and my answer, my feelings stay the same. I wish I could make things better right away, but I can't.
At number 2, Dwayne Wade. With 12 All-Star Game appearances, 1 Finals MVP, and 3 NBA championships under his belt, Dwayne Wade might find himself in the Hall of Fame even though his career has ended. Wade married a gorgeous sensation of Hollywood named Gabrielle Union back in 2014, but the relationship first started in 2009, and things between the two have not always been pretty stable. In 2013, Wade and Union briefly separated, and it's believed that this occurred mainly because Wade had an affair with Aya Matoyer, who at the time was dating actor Damon Wayans Jr. This affair led to the birth of Wade's son Xavier, a child that Union continues to not acknowledge as Wade's son. That's something super dysfunctional, and I don't know, man, they gotta fix that. But that leads us to our final NBA player, and that is, at number 1, Tony Parker. Since coming into the NBA in 2001, Tony Parker has managed to become a 6-time NBA All-Star, 1-time Finals MVP, and 4-time NBA champion, which pretty much guaranteed him a spot in the Hall of Fame. Parker has done more than just winning basketball games though, as he was once married to the beautiful Eva Longoria. Yes, one of the most gorgeous women of Hollywood. But yes, I did say quote once, and their marriage did not even last for 5 years. Largely because of Parker's infidelities. How idiotic can you be to cheat on a woman like that? One day, Parker left his phone out in the open, and by chance, Longoria took a look, which is when she found numerous texts between her then husband and several other women. One of those women turned out to be Erin Berry, the former wife of NBA player Brent Berry, who at the time also happened to be one of Parker's San Antonio teammates. I don't know, but how can these players break the teammate code now, man? Well, that's it for today, guys. Let us know which NBA player on this list made the biggest mistake in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video of Triple Elimination, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.